Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm your host Shiraz from Duality 9X. I'm gonna do another deep dive into the world of horror that's got everyone buzzing. So if you're a fan of gruesome twists and that unbeatable Final Destination vibe where death is always one step around the corner, then you guys are in for a treat. So I'm going to be talking about the bombshell news. All right, that just literally hit the presses not too long ago. Final Destination 7 is officially in the works. Yeah, you heard that right. After Bloodlines absolutely crushed it at the box office, New Line Cinemas is keeping that momentum going. I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it, guys? But we're going to break down the Hollywood Reporter exclusive summarizing the deets on this and speculating on potentially what's next. So if you're here, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and we drop all kinds of movie reviews, recaps, anime, Marvel, DC Universe. We drop horror updates, reviews, scripts like this weekly. So let's dive into it, horror fam. Let's get into it. No time a wasting. So, all right. Let's rewind a bit for context, because I mean it's a franchise iconic. The Final Destination series obviously kicked back. If you guys remember back in 2000 sometime, and I mean that legendary plane explosion. I mean, that premonition. I mean about cheating death and all that kind of stuff. But death doesn't like losers, right? No, of course not. We had roller coasters, highways, we had tanning beds, you name it. I mean, whatever these writers can kind of dream of and think of, they kind of put thought to reality. And that's, wow, that's kind of scary stuff too at the same time, right? But all of these things kind of turned into death traps for the actors on screen. So fast forward to 2025, Final Destination Bloodlines dropped like dropped a mic literally in the best way possible, reviving that series after like a 14-year gap, right, since the last Final Destination, which was Final Destination 5 that was released in 2011. So now Bloodlines was a game changer, right? And it not only a game changer on the screen, and I mean a lot of people were excited about the fact that it came back after like 14 years of absence, but it smashed records at the box office, bringing in a whopping close to $300 million worldwide, with just half of that, in the U.S. alone, making it the highest earning entry ever, right? So that's double the domestic take of like the 2009's Final Destination. So, what makes Bloodline so damn trendy and fresh? Well, it added emotional layers, right? With a family bloodline twist. So you got these college students, Stephanie, played by Caitlin Santa, Ioana. She has these visions, right, from her grandma about a 1969 skyscraper collapse, right? And that actually never happened. But that's coming for the whole fam across generations, right? So it also stars, Tio Briones, Richard Harmon, Breck Basinger, and even Tony Todd in his final role as the mysterious Bloodworth. All right, so Rip to the Legend. Yeah, critics loved it, calling it very clever and very unpredictable, right? And this is very important, guys, because there's a lot of movies, especially when you get a lot of sequels, right? Sometimes the storylines and the plots could be somewhat predictable. I mean, just look at Jurassic World Rebirth, right? I mean, very, very predictable. It doesn't matter if you have a new cast of characters in there. The storylines were just basically a wash, rinse, and repeat kind of a deal. I mean, but it works. It's dinosaurs, and everybody loves dinosaurs, right? But yeah, I mean, in this case, it was unpredictable, and this is what people really like about this. And it's very, very hard to do, especially when you have to keep coming up with ways that people are going to essentially, yeah. So it's very, very, very tough to do, but unpredictable, and it was fun at the same time, right? So anyhow, it got a 73, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes. So that, I mean, to me kind of screams, a comeback, right? And It's the best R-rated horror debut post-pandemic, and it had some very insane kills, like MRI machines and garbage trucks. Audiences were just applauding, no matter where you go. Right? If you're watching this in the theater, people were actually clapping. Yes, they were clapping. So if you haven't seen it, stream it on Max. It's grisly emotional and totally binge-worthy. Yes. So on to the juicy news, as I was talking about. Final Destination 7 is happening. It's a go, guys. And you know what? This is the New Line Cinemas, part of Warner Brothers. They're really fast tracking this, guys. There's some, slow kind of information, kind of leaking out and stuff like that, but just enough to rile the masses and to get everyone really excited about this. And why not? I mean, with Bloodlines being such a big hit, it was a revival. It got the best reviews since Aliens level sequels. Audiences were giving it like a B plus to A minus, with cinema scores ranging in like the 70s to even like low 80s. This was definitely a full, we're in reboot mode, guys, and this movie, from what I'm hearing, Final Destination 7 is going to be very organic. It's going to have a lot of twists. It's going to have some generational trauma. And look, that whole emo horror blend of goodness is going to be mixed into this film like nobody's business, right? So, yes, let's get speculative. Now, what potentially could we see in Final Destination 7, right? I mean, just from some of the folks that I'm hearing, and it's interesting because the information that you hear, you have to be very careful what you read and see and hear on the internet. Internet being the new bathroom wall of our modern day generation. Anyone can say anything, anyone can write anything, but that doesn't necessarily make it true either. There's no real major plot details just yet, and since this is a follow-up to Bloodlines, maybe we dive deeper into the family lore or Bloodworth's origins, perhaps, right? Especially after Tony Todd's emotional send-off, right? So now imagine death targeting first responders again. That was teased, right, many years ago when Bloodlines kind of evolved. But we need next level, right? We need like some TikTok viral ones, I guess, right? Like Think AI gone wrong, or viral challenges like turning deadly, or eco disasters into a climate change twist, to really kind of keep it up, trending, and somewhat relevant, I guess, right? So from my perspective, as a fan, who's been watched every one of these movies, I want more diverse cast, right? Kind of like similar to like Bloodlines, right? Caitlin Santayana, who plays the character of Stephanie. She did such an amazing job. She brought a lot of heart, emotion, and that whole surprise horror element. I think it totally worked, right? Maybe you can bring back the survivors. Unlikely, but I mean, look, crossovers could be mind-blowing in its own right? And please, keep the R rating for that gore. Bloodlines definitely proved that's what fans want. That's what fans are craving. So, I mean, in terms of release dates, we're probably looking at about maybe 2026, maybe next year, maybe 2027, right? Or time for like another anniversary or something like that, right? It's half as fun as Bloodlines. Outrageous, impending doom. Look, I mean, whatever it's going to be golden. So what do you think? Family Curses continuing, perhaps? Or a total reimagining? Interesting, right? Drop your theories in the contents. Are the directors going to go with the same old, or are they going to try to spice it up a little bit and go a little bit different, right? So, anyways, this is the news that we needed for this year. Proof that classic franchises like Final Destination can continue to evolve and dominate the box office scene, and that's what I love about this. So shout out to the Hollywood Reporter on breaking this news for the exclusive scoop. And look, if Bloodlines' success is any sign, that could push the series past like $1 billion. From my view, it's going to be exciting to see this horror franchise continue to thrive and grow and scale like nobody's business, right? So if you love this breakdown, please like, share, and subscribe for more horror scripts and reviews and movie news and recaps. And I've got a lot of cool stuff down the road just for you guys. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much for sticking around. Please, again, smash the like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, guys. We need more reviews. We need more subscribers. We want to grow. We want to grow and keep you guys entertained. So hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much. See you guys on the next one.